Yeah, that's actually going to be on the other side of the aisle in the M's. Yeah, you got it. Okay. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, my name's Maddie. How you doing? Good to meet you. Good to meet you. So what brings you in today? Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. Um, did you by chance call earlier today? Okay, cool, cool. So, I've actually pulled about 10 records for you, because I know you said that you're about to start collecting, right? Okay, cool. So yeah, like I said, I've pulled some for you. You're more than welcome to come go look around. Yeah, you want to go over the ones I pulled for you? Okay. So basically, what I did was I pulled some classics for you because you said that you're about to start your collection, right? Exactly. So basically, what I did is I went through and I pulled classic records that, um, if you are starting a record collection, these are the ones that you just have to have, right? Okay, so you want to start? Cool, let's do it. Okay, so the first record that I pulled is one of my favorite songs ever, um, and it is Whitney Houston. And this is the single for "I Want to Dance with Somebody." Gotta have this. Yeah, classic. Are you a Whitney Houston fan? Not really. Okay, but you've heard. Oh, okay. You love this song. Okay, so that's perfect then. Yeah, classic. When you have people over, you want to get the party started. That's it. Cool. Okay, so I'll put these over here, and then yeah, you can decide which ones you want. Cool. So next, uh, I picked up Wham, and this is the Make It Big record, and This is the record that has the "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go" song. Yeah, rest in peace to George Michael. He just passed. But again, I think that this is a party starter. You know what I mean? Um, it's the first song on the record. You put that on, people are ready to go. Yeah, it was really sad that he passed. It's some amazing music, for sure. Okay, put this over here. Cool. Okay, so the next one is actually, I mean, really, if you're gonna have a collection, this is the one that you're like, if you looked at someone's collection and they didn't have this, okay, so this is the highest selling album of all time. Thriller. Um, I mean, what do you say about this record? You know what I mean? It's a classic. This is, if I was to restart my collection, this is probably the first one I'd get. Truly. I mean, so many hits. It starts with "Wanna Be Starting Something," Thriller, "Beat It," Billie Jean, "Human Nature," which is my personal favorite, PYT. I mean, front to back, it's just pretty amazing. So, Thriller, Michael Jackson, got to get it right. Cool. I'll put it over here. Okay, so let's move on. Uh, so this next one I pulled is just because I really love it, and again, you're about to start a collection. So to me, this is a really cool addition to a collection. And this is the Grease soundtrack. And this is actually the original Broadway cast of Grease. It has all the classics on it though. Beauty School Dropout, Grease Lightning, all of that. We Go Together. Yeah. Yeah, so this is actually, like I said, this is the Broadway cast album. So this is not the one from the movie. We have that as well. But I just think this is kind of a cool addition to a collection, and not something that you see every day. Cool. Put this over here. Cool. Okay, so next is one of the most classic hip-hop albums there's ever been. And to me, if you're going to have a well-rounded collection, you just gotta have this. So this is the Black Album by Jay-Z. You know, this was supposed to be his last record, and we've learned since then that it's not. But he made it in 2 weeks. He brought all of the best producers into a studio and just created such a classic. Dirt Off Your Shoulder, 99 Problems. My favorite is on here. It's called Allure. It's just an amazing record. Yeah. So, the Black Album. The Black Album, Jay-Z, gotta have it. Cool. Okay, so the next one that I picked up, again, I'm just going for classics. I'm going for the ones that, you have to have in your collection. And so, Fleetwood Mac. This is the album with Landslide on it. One of their biggest. Right? Yeah, and like you said, you can buy this on iTunes, of course, but records like this, they just sound. There's something about hearing them on vinyl that's just so nostalgic. Yeah. Okay, that's automatic yes. Cool. I thought you'd like that one. Okay, so the next one that I picked up for you, the next two are soundtracks to movies. And I just think these are two of the best soundtracks, two of the most famous, and two that you just have to have in a record collection. So the first one is the Rocky original motion picture score. And so this is actually the score of the movie. And so this isn't necessarily the soundtrack. This is the musical moments of the movie, which to me make the movie. So just seeing that in your collection, it just makes it feel complete, right? Cool. So Rocky. Okay, and then the next one is again a movie, but this is actually the soundtrack, and this is the Top Gun soundtrack, which I know a lot of people that would say this is one of the best soundtracks there's ever been. So yeah, this has Heaven in Your Eyes, Take My Breath Away, the Top Gun anthem, which is just classic. I think this one's only 50 cents. deal. Cool. We good on this one? Okay. Okay, so the next two, I know over the phone that you said that you're a big Kanye fan, right? Okay, me too. So what I did was I went and pulled two of my favorite albums that he's ever done that were released on vinyl. And, if you're a Kanye fan and a music fan and you're trying to put a collection together, to me, these are a no-brainer. So the first one is 808s and Heartbreak. And this is critically acclaimed now, but when it first came out, a lot of people didn't really like it because up until now, with his previous albums, he was really, really rapping on them. And then a couple really, really bad things happened, and he made this album. And I think that anyone would be in the place that he was making this. If your girlfriend of a long time left you, and then your mom, who was your best friend, passed away. This album, to me, is like a timestamp in his career of just a lot of pain, a lot of agony, but beautiful pain and agony, if that makes sense. This is easily one of my favorite albums of his. And again, I think it's one of his most important because it's a timestamp, to me at least. So, yeah, 808s and Heartbreak, classic to me. Cool. Okay. And then the other one that I picked up is, I think a lot of people would say that this is his best album. In fact, on his last album, The Life of Pablo, he made a song called I Miss the Old Kanye, right? And I personally, I get that sentiment, but at the same time, as a fan of an artist, I don't think anyone has evolved as much as him, meaning every album, you have no idea what to expect. And so anyway, this is his first album, The College Dropout. And it's there's a large consensus that would say that this is his best album. It's definitely a classic in the hip hop genre. And again, this is a record that I can play front to back. Through the Wire, that's, if you don't know the story behind Through the Wire, he was in a really bad car accident and broke his jaw. And Through the Wire is a double entendre, meaning, when you record music, it goes through a wire, right? So you're hearing him through a wire. But also, he literally rapped that song through a wired jaw. And so when you listen to that song, you can hear him talking and rapping both verses with his mouth wired shut. And so I think that's really cool. But again, just classic. I'm just going for classics. I'm going for the ones that you just have to have. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that's all I got for you. Is there anything you were looking for? You know what? I just pulled that for someone. Let me see if I have it. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is actually kind of an interesting record because, it's a huge show, but I don't know if a lot of people realize how important the music, how big of a role the music played in the show. And so I actually do have it unopened. And this is the Breaking Bad score. You a big Breaking Bad fan. Me too. I've said it before. I personally think it's the best show I've ever seen. Honestly, I know it seems like people pick sides between this and Game of Thrones, and I've seen Game of Thrones, and it's very, very good. Not taking away anything from that, but I connected with Breaking Bad. I think I've seen it 3 or 4 times all the way through. Just unbelievable. Yeah. And Vince Gilligan is a huge inspiration of mine. The main writer and creator. He's unreal. And I think Better Call Saul comes back in, I think, a couple months. You watch that too? Nice. Yeah, I'm excited. It's very good. Anyway, I do have it if you want it. Okay? Cool. Okay, so we got a nice pile here. That's a good start. Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm glad you came in. Truly, I love talking about music with anybody, and that's why I love this job so much. So anytime you want to come back in, part of the fun of record stores is you can just kind of flip through them and find whatever you want. But when I get a chance to talk to people like this, it just makes my day. So, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I have this. I can get you up front at the register if you're ready. Okay, I'll meet you up there. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have a second, please take a look at my Patreon page if you'd like to support me in this channel. I hope you decide to join the team.